Hello Stratters, Nick here playing Swan Fire in Modern. We're going to go ahead and keep this hand on the play. So, a bit awkward here as far as what we want to do, because we want to fetch a Blood Crypt with this land, but we want to cast a Serum Visions and we don't want to disrupt our scry. I think it's fine to just play this, fetch the Blood Crypt and wait on our Serum Visions a little bit. We don't know what we're up against, so we don't know what we want really. Okay, search for tomorrow. So it looks to be probably a Scapeshift deck. Okay. So I guess now that we know what our opponent is on, we'll fire off a Serum Visions. And I'll crack this fetch land again just so we don't upset our scries later. Probably double red's more important than double black. And then cast this Serum Visions now, since we know kind of the key spell is probably going to cost a bit more mana. Don't really want that swamp. And then we'll take this Countersquall and hope that they're more of a Scapeshift version of the deck rather than like a Primeval Titan version of the deck. Even if they are a Titan version, some of the Titan versions play through the breach, so Countersquall can be good then. Okay, so a blue Scapeshift variant. You don't see as much of these anymore as you used to, but it could even be a 4-color like Bring to Light version. And question here whether I want to counter the ramp spell or not, and I think I will since I have redundant Countersquall. And if they are on a Bring to Light version, resolving these search spells are important for finding all their colors. So a lot of this removal probably not going to be good. Typically the blue versions of Scapeshift don't play any Primeval Titans or really any creatures of any kind. So definitely get this Lighthouse into play as soon as possible and start looting this removal away to try to find pressure and Snapcaster Mages, all of those kinds of things. And probably put Fatal Push in the yard first, since Terminate, again, they could have a Primeval Titan, it's not outside their realm of possibility. Just try to hit land drops, find relevant interaction. Ooh, Clique is a nice one. I think what I'll do is activate Lighthouse again this turn, then hopefully Clique with a Countersquall backup. I know I could take 2 and do that this turn. Perhaps I should, but I kind of want to protect my life total. Granted, Scapeshift we are below 18, so it's a little bit less relevant now. It looks like this is going to be just a natural Valakut. I think I just want to fire off this command here. So this starts triggering on the natural 5 other mountains, which they have right now. So they aren't even going to need Scapeshift. I think they're probably just going to... At this point, they have so many mountains in play. If they are playing Scapeshift, I'm not sure if it's actually a kill anymore. But they can play mountains from hand and start dealing damage with the Valakut. And that looks to be what they're going to try to do. So click and question whether we target me or them. Since we have Lighthouse to get rid of our removal, I think we would rather them. They're remanding here. I don't want to waste my last Countersquall, so let them remand. That's probably a dud in this matchup unless we are able to get a Swans into play at some point. It could be a draw 5. But more than likely, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to fire off the Clique first to clear what looks to be the counter magic they're representing out of their hand, and then fire off the Countersquall on the Scapeshift. So it looks like they're floating mana for a Cryptic Command here. Counter target spell, draw a card. We will Countersquall that Scapeshift. Okay, Snapcaster's a fine draw. Loot House. Wait, Terminate. I don't know if I can play the Swans here. I was just gonna jam it, but then I thought they could have a lot of burn spells in hand. Yeah, I've decided to rethink this one. I'm not gonna play it out until if I could draw another Vendilion Clique or rebuy with a Vendilion Clique with a sure, that's fine. With the Kolagha's command, I would do it, but blind, I think it's a little bit dangerous to jam a Swans against an opponent that could have a bunch of bolts in hand. So I'm not going to do it, at least just yet. I guess now they're starting to natural Valakut me out. So I need to... Oh god. But then they can Valakut the Swans. Draw 3. Maybe that's a deck. Probably better to just kill your opponent with Valakut than get fancy. At this point, I think I just want to try to bolt Snapcaster Bolt and bring the beats, I guess. Remand. I will Spell Snare that. Since remand on the remand. To do that, I think I need to Snapcaster Countersquall. Yeah, and I'm just double checking that I can tap my. So what? I think Countersquall is still the best option, although. They're just remanding a lightning bolt. I guess I want to Kolaghan's Command instead. So I'll get back Vendilion Clique. Deal 2 to them. So the thing is, they are just probably going to remand the lightning bolt, so I'll be able to recast it. It's not a huge deal. Okay. I have anything for Snapcaster Mage? Is it Charm? Draw 2, discard 2. That's... Would have expected them to kill the Snapcaster Mage. Get rid of Anger of the Gods and Water. Okay, Watery Grave suggests Bring to Light. Do they know they're in their end step? Okay, somebody looks to have a Scapeshift. And I want to get them while they're... low on blue mana. So... Okay, searches out another basic mountain. Ooh, basic swamp, so they're going to take this. Another Is It Charm, perhaps? Or Appeal on Snapcaster Mage. That seems fine to me. Yeah, so click them while they're tapped low. I think it's fine to take that remand here, simply because I have Scapeshift covered by Snapcaster Countersquall. Ooh, they have a... These both at me or one at the click? Both at me. Could be dead here. Could very well be dead here. what I see with the Clique. That doesn't tell me. Does it put it in revealed? No. Not sure if it's safe to activate Desolate Lighthouse here or not. I don't think I can. I think I need to keep. Presumably they only have one basic mountain in the deck because they went and got Swamp with the Secure Tribe Elder. That, and if they had another one, I feel like they would have just killed me instead of toying around here. Can't really play that fetch land, so I won't. Oh, they can't crack the Misty. Oh. Because if they did, I could Snapcaster. Snapcaster Lightning Bolt. Bolt you. We got that one. Nice. Yeah, I don't. So, if I draw. Okay, Kolaghan's Command. That would have allowed me to kill Secure Tribe Elders so they can't attack. Yeah, I feel like they don't want to crack this Misty. They just want to attack with the Secure Tribe Elder. That might have been a small mistake on the opponent's part, because I'm obliged to block this or kill this Secure Tribe Elder. So they don't really have to. They can save this fetch land to go and get a Steam Vents. Feel lucky to have gotten that one. Alright, so counter magic seems very good here. Tasigur just as another clock. Extra discard seems good. Keranos, cards that seem poor. Fatal Push, Hour of Devastation. Don't want to go all the way down on Terminate because sometimes they bring in Obstinate Baloth, things like that. Then I have room for one other card. These don't do anything. Leyline of the Void could be okay. I don't think that does anything. I could leave in another Terminate Hedge for Baloth. Probably Nihil Spellbomb is just the best thing in this case. That was a very lucky game one, I think. I think that was a small misstep on the opponent's part. Because I'm activating that Lighthouse because I want to... I need to find something to deal with that Secure Tribe Elder. And they just kind of open... And I can't play my Snapcaster, because if I play my Snapcaster, then they'll fetch and get the land. This is a little bit all in on the Serum Visions, and it doesn't really have counter magic. This might not be good enough. It certainly doesn't have the cards I want in the matchup. I guess I'll keep. I don't... It just seems bad to mulligan in general. So this, I'll just fetch out a Blood Crypt and play Nihil Spellbomb out just to get that out of the way. And then I'll probably next turn Serum Visions and crack the Spellbomb. Again, Spellbomb was just... I had a lot of really bad cards in the matchup, and even though I think this does next to nothing, I mean, it could shut off a potential Snapcaster from the opponent, but I don't think I really want to keep it around long enough to have it do that anyhow. Tribe Elder, fine. It'll be interesting to see whether they crack the Tribe Elder or if they try to get in a point or two damage with it. And I just really want more lands and some pressure, so I'll get rid of those. Okay, so they kept the Tribe Elder around, so they want to get in a couple points of damage and maybe don't need the mana right away. Sure. Just crack that Spellbomb. Draw a card. Still no land. Let's hope Serum Visions fixes that for us. Do I need another Swans? I don't think so. Do you need another land? Probably bolt my opponent this turn. Prismatic Omen. So that's a good card in that it essentially allows you to combo one turn sooner because the Valakut itself is a mountain. So when it looks at and checks, do you have the 6 mountains? The Valakut itself. No, it's fine. The Valakut itself is a mountain. Guess do is just try to Kolaghan's command to get my opponent to discard and another secure Tribe Elder. So opponent's not threatening a combo right now. Probably the best use of my mana would be to Snapcaster Lightning Bolt. So I'll probably try to block an Elder and try to Lightning Bolt an Elder. Oh, that doesn't resolve. Alright. So I guess I'll bolt one. Might as well try to alleviate a little bit of pressure here. And then on my turn, let's see, do I want double red or double black? Probably more likely to want double red. Okay, so I can command to return Snapcaster and have them discard. Do that now, or it's most likely to resolve. And So the opponent's kind of in top deck mode. And we're going to be a little bit low here. Oh man, all the secure tribe elders. So if we don't succumb to secure tribe elder beatdown, hopefully we'll make it through this. So I think I want to Snapcaster on draw step the Kolagha's command, deal 2 to a secure tribe elder, and have them discard the card that they draw. Since Snapcaster resolved, hopefully that means the Kolagha's command will resolve. Okay, just discarded a land. That's cool. The opponent being hellbent. If I were in the opponent's position, I probably would have cracked the Elder there rather than trade. It just makes all my further Kolagha's commands a little bit more live that I get to rebuy Snapcaster Mage there. So I have a Terminate for this secure tribe Elder. Let's get another red source. Okay, I'm going to turn away from being able to so really dead to Scapeshifts at this point, but other than that, Terminate. This. A remand on Terminate. I insist. So we're really dead again to Scapeshift basically at any point here. Since they have a Prismatic Omen in play, Worldly Council. Okay. This is basically a anticipate right here. We'll be able to loot away our Terminate. Okay, so presumably just found that Watery Grave with the Worldly Council to help facilitate. Definitely going to discard this Terminate. Island. Play Swans here. Have them Target player discards a card, deal 2 to my Swans. Sounds about like the best option. Okay, so again, we have to dodge a top deck. But if we do, we have a click, so we'll be able to click them on draw step. I think this is a couple turns early, but we'll click them, and we have a Dispel backup for things, but really what we want to find is Countersquall, and we didn't have that to really seal up the game. Our burn spells will help draw cards from the Swans. We have a Lighthouse to really churn through things. I'm not sure if we would have taken a turn off with Keranos to get that in play, but Keranos with Swans sounds pretty good. Either draw a card or bolt my Swans and draw 3 cards. Or I guess, no, it'd be draw land, would be draw, so it's either draw 2 cards or draw 3 cards, a Keranos plus a Swans. That was a lot of fun. It's probably a little bit more of a difficult matchup, and I bet the opponent sided out a lot of their burn spells. Game 1, or any matchup where the opponent can burn your Swans, is typically pretty difficult, since it's hard to navigate, you know, not giving your opponent free ancestral recalls. But it looks like they probably sided out some of that post-board, and that made our Swans pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed watching these set of videos with Grixis Swanfire. I have to say that this is one of the more fun decks I've played in a while. I've been getting a little bit bored with Modern, that's why I made those Pauper video sets, or that, I guess, one video set with Pawblade. But this deck has really got me excited. I mean, there's always a little bit of room for innovation, and occasionally some new cards come out and, you know, allow you to bring out some old favorites again, try them out, breathe some new life into them. So I'm not sure that this is better than, you know, Grixis Control standardly built or Grixis Death Shadow, but it is sweet, and you draw a lot of cards and can do some awesome things. And if your metagame is such where a sweeper like Hour of Devastation would be good, if there's a lot of, I guess, Counters Company or Elves or different decks like that, you know, if people in your metagame maybe just don't play Grixis Death Shadow or some of these decks that might have a harder time beating, this could be a really good choice. So hopefully you enjoyed, and stay tuned for upcoming video series on the channel. Thanks for watching, Stratters.